Morning, you got Larry here, VP Blocker. Watch the whole video. A lot of people aren't finishing the video. I'm dropping a lot of truths and gems in the videos that a lot of you aren't getting to. Like, subscribe, share the video with someone that you want to help them out, or maybe you've been debating them and you want to hit them with some truths. Send this video to them. Take some time. Watch the whole video. When you're on the toilet bowl, you're on the elliptical, you're driving to work or driving home somewhere, put it on audio Bluetooth to your car and just listen to what I got to say. Now, I'm going to leave my email in the description if you want to contact me. So let's get it. You got a lot of people complaining right now about inflation and prices, gas prices, material prices, home prices. Products is going up. Love my coffee. Groceries are going up. Do you know the people who aren't complaining? Who it doesn't bother? The people that haven't made any huge purchases since 2020. I've been preaching that in my videos since I started this YouTube channel. I've been in other people's comments, preaching to them in the comments. Don't buy anything. The government is going to manipulate you. Here's how they manipulate you. They bring interest rates all the way down for home loans. But your average person is dumb. They don't say, all right, I'm going to buy a cheap house in a nice neighborhood, something I can afford and be comfortable. They go, I'm going to buy the biggest house I can because interest rates are low. Or they say, I'm going to buy a big SUV, a big, nice, fast car or whatever. I'm going to get a nice loan because interest rates are down. That's the bait and switch. They lower interest rates, but you buy more house, you buy more car. You look at it as, oh, well, I was going to get this house for this price, but now I can get more house because the interest rates are lower. Now, how many people actually keep and live in the same house for 30 years? For 30 years. Do you know they're doing 40-year mortgages now? 40-year mortgages. If you buy a house at 25 years old, if you don't make extra payments on that home, you don't pay your house off until you're 65 years old. Let me repeat that. You get a home loan at 25, and not many people can afford homes at 25. So let's just say you get a house at 25 or 30 or 35. You're not done paying that house off until you're 65, 70, or 75 years old. You got people complaining about gas prices, but they bought a Range Rover. You got people complaining about gas prices, but they bought a top-of-the-line Audi truck. You got people complaining about gas prices, but they bought a huge pickup truck. Do you know at the beginning of the pandemic, some of my neighbors went out and bought RVs because they thought they weren't going to be able to travel anymore? Listen to the dumb stuff people are buying, because I've always said this. The people that win is they sit back, they think about it, they sleep on it for a week. And the best way to win a race sometimes when it comes to your finances is to stand there and do nothing. Think about that for a second. Let me say that again, because I know people are going to misconstrue this. The best way to handle your finances sometimes when it comes to purchases is to stand there and do nothing. You got to think, is this going to put money in my pocket or is this going to take money out of my pocket? My longtime subscribers, they know I had a Corvette. I love that car. I said, I'm going to get rid of this car right now because I'm never going to be able to get as much as I can, even with the mods for it that I can now. I'm never going to be able to get as much as I can for it right now. I took that money, I took half of it, and I YOLO'd it into dividend-paying stocks. I took the other half and I went more into cash. Just as, just to have a cushion. Now, my Hyundai, I'm going to drive that until the wheels fall off. It's smoking. The engine doesn't turn anymore. And my neighbors are literally like, yo, you got to get rid of this car. It's, it's leaking fluid everywhere. And then I'm going to get something really nice that I've been wanting. I'm not going to say it because that's another thing. You never tell people what you're going to get, because if you don't get it, they go, oh, I thought you were going to get that. No, you'll know I got it when I get it. So people went out and bought, have a little recon here. People went out and they bought bigger houses. They went out and they bought big cars because gas prices was cheap. And then they want to say, well, when Trump was in office, gas prices was this and now Biden, that got nothing to do. That's the government, the bait and switch. They lower things so you go and buy shit, and then you get the shit and you wonder why you bought the dumb shit, and you complain about paying for it. Peloton. People went out and bought Peloton subscriptions and bought these expensive bicycles and treadmills. They don't mean nothing if you don't use them. All Peloton is, history repeats itself. Some of us older people, we knew there was things back then called NordicTrack. Peloton was nothing new. All that is at-home workout equipment. You had that mirror crap. Where's that at? All this stuff when you're home. Are you going to be home forever? Now Peloton stock is sinking because gyms opened back up. All right. Eventually, we got to take accountability for our actions. People need to take accountability for their spending. Do you know how many people don't even sit down and write a budget? When their paycheck comes, they just blow whatever, and then they save whatever peanuts they have left? Friday, the stock market took a crap on itself. If you had some money in cash, I know I did, you could have, threw $1,000 in there, $2,000, some stocks that you've been looking at, you can now get them at 5% off, 4% off, 6% off. But if you have no cash, you didn't get a chance to take a crack at that opportunity. If you had no cash at all, no cash, you didn't get a chance to buy almost 1,000-point drop in the Dow. Now, if all your money is going out to everybody, okay, you got a lot of people, they're not going to feel it yet. People are starting to feel it. People are starting to feel these prices creeping up on them. Even if you were renting, okay, if you were renting. Now, I have a lot of people that will come at me on this video, when you're renting, it's a waste of money. Okay. You're still getting a service. When you call an Uber or you call a taxi, do you say, I'm not going to take the Uber or the taxi because I don't own the car? No, you're paying for a service. I told people to wait at least 3 to 5 years if you could. Stay where you were. Don't make any big purchases. Don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. There's a scene from Goodfellas where they knock off the Lufthansa thing, and he says, don't buy anything, don't do anything, don't come in here with anything. And people went out and they bought dumb shit to bring attention to themselves. If you're renting or you're driving a crappy car, okay, and 2020 happened to you, you shouldn't have got bored and went deeper in debt. You should have sat down and said, all right, here now we're going to take some time to really get out of debt here, and we're going to do a 5-year plan. We're going to stack some paper. We're going to stay where we're at. We're going to drive what we're doing. And 5 years from now, we'll go get what we really want. But a lot of people didn't even do that. They went out there and they rushed into everything. They went out and bought. I've been saying it. Take a look at the cars out here. Take a look at some of the cars that are on the road right now. My friend sent me a picture of a McLaren 570S driving around New York City. Okay? Driving around New York City. Now, when you're riding around, take a look at some of these cars. If you got debt, if you can get a loan, anybody can flex now. Anybody can flex. I see these Shelby Super Snake Ford F-150s, $75,000. These Tesla trucks, 80. Tesla cars, 100. I see Range Rovers, 110, 120. And people, when you see a temp tag on a car, know that person got ripped off. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them tell you any lie. Oh, I got a great deal. No, they didn't. There are no great deals out there. Car dealerships they're charging $3,000 and $4,000 over sticker, and they're getting it. What makes you think you're so special? When people are coming up to you lying, telling you what they got their cars for, they're never going to tell you the truth that they got. No one ever wants to say they got from a car dealership. People are getting got right now. I'm telling you. They're getting taken for a ride. Don't be one of those people. Sit down, do a budget, tell your partner, listen, we're going to wait. If they're in your ear, hey, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. If they can't wait and they don't want to relax and do what's best as a whole to not go into debt and to not end up arguing about money later on, maybe they're not good for you. Maybe they're not the best person for you. You want to be with somebody that when you say, whoa, we're not going to take any vacations right now. Whoa, we're not going to buy any cars right now. Well, there's nothing wrong with our car. There's nothing wrong with our car. Now, we're not going to buy a house right now. We're going to stay put for a little while. Okay? We're going to stay put. We need to get over this hump. There's a lot of craziness going on in the economy right now. It's very unstable. We need to wait. So I'm going to leave my email in the description. Feel free to email me. No regrets. Don't let people drain your pockets, man, because that will cause stress on you. Get after it. Go get it. And don't forget, you get one life. Don't be paying people your whole life. Get it.